This beautiful building on Oakwood, just north of the Henry Ford Museum, carries with it a lot of history. It's also a big part of Ford's future. The Ford Engineering Laboratory is 100 years old, and it recently underwent a full renovation. Here in the building, there are conference rooms sitting inside a large, airy atrium, restored to a lot of its original look and feel. When you have a building that's more than a century old, you have to be very careful because you want to make it functional for the future, but you want to honor that history.
Our strategy is a delicate touch. So we really honor the architecture, in this case, this incredible Khan building, and then we delicately insert the elements that allow it to function today.
Let's take a look at some of that history, well preserved here on what they call Mahogany Row. This is where Edsel Ford once had an office. Next door sat his father, Henry. The furniture is original, on loan from the Henry Ford Museum. There was no Ford headquarters building back in the 20s and 30s, so if Henry was working, it was either at the Rouge or here.
I think there's no other place at Ford Motor where employees will feel as connected to Henry Ford as they will here.
They even have the vault where Henry once stored the company's cash. Now, this building also houses Ford's archives with items now on display that highlight this building, which has served various functions. They even had dance lessons here. You can feel the history.
This building definitely has a distinct personality and feel, and I think the renovations that they were able to do over the past couple years have really helped to highlight a lot of those features.
Ford says it's well on its way to having 90% of its buildings totally renovated going forward. In Dearborn, I'm Autobeat reporter Jeff Gilbert.